Starting in 2020 of last year, we all thought that that year was going to be a good year. After all, we did go to Disney World that year to celebrate the new year. However, things suddenly turned for the worst in March with the whole pandemic thing. Fast forward to April 30th, 2021. Alas, a huge turning point in California has marked when it comes to its reopening. It was the return of one particular place, and even though that I wasn't expecting to go there this year, we were able to have the lucky opportunity to go to the one and only Disneyland. So what time is it? Oh. And now we are ready to go. May 14th, 2021. Alas, after 2 full weeks hearing the announcement saying that we are going to Disneyland, today is the day we finally go. So, with the new circumstances put in place, I think this should be an experience that is more interesting than the other times that we went. So, let's go see how it is. Oh my god, this feels so weird to be back here, by the way. This park feels normal, just with more social, everything's more spread out. We have more arm room to walk around with, and the fact that we have to wear masks, which makes it a little bit harder, but hey, it doesn't affect me too much. I already go to school with my mask for 4 hours straight. But here's the thing, before we get started with today. If there was a ride that we recorded on, you'll see a card on the top right hand corner appear. So, any ride that you see with the card means that it's a ride that I did a POV on. So, if you want, you could go ahead and check it out. Anyway, so first stop is Frontierland. So, usually here, we'd expect to see shoulder to shoulder to shoulder, just like Main Street. Especially with all the tight paths. But this time, no. Actually, it feels so weird to see in this park under this kind of state, where you're literally able to walk around as freely as you did back in 10 years ago, before all that Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Before we get to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, by the way, let's go ahead and ride the train that pretty much tried to use Tesla's autopilot technology but failed to serve its purpose for some odd reason. And as you can see, the queue is pretty social distance out, so the lines may look intimidating from person, but trust me, the lines are much shorter than they actually even are. Alright, so after not dying on those trains, thank God, let's go ahead and make way for the one and only Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. We are going to be riding the star attraction of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, known as Rise of the Resistance.
This is your final call to war. Ships launch. First order TIE fighters. Reroute. They'll want the location of our secret base. Tell them nothing. The future of the Resistance is at stake. I have a bad feeling about this. Stand back from those doors. Happiest Place to go to the prison. Fire! Take cover, recruits!
There's no escape. You want to tell me the location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and the resistance.
Your escape routes came in a little off target.
Needless to say, I got drenched on that ride.
Oh, crap, dude!
The only time I'll probably feel like this is regular Disneyland without the 25% capacity. So fun fact, this truck that you see right here was actually the truck that was used in the Indiana Jones movie.
You look into my eyes. Your past now leads to the gates of doom. Quick! Take a look there. It's the only way out.
Next time, you're on your own.
Alright, so let me go ahead and quickly explain on what happened. So, because I wanted to go ahead and take a break from recording for a little bit. So, the first thing that we did after Splash Mountain is Autopia. However, because Space Mountain opened, right while we were waiting in line, we decided to go ahead and hit that ride. And after that, we went on the Indiana Jones ride, as you previously saw. So, all those POVs will be up here right now. So, yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and move on to our next ride. So one thing I definitely noticed here, the new things I noticed, is that there are these figures of those animals that you see in the movie, along with this window where you see the dwarves dancing, and for some reason some undersized Snow White.
In this disguise, I am older than all.
Alright, so I just went on the new Snow White's Enchanted Wish ride, and I've been on both versions, Scary Adventures and Enchanted Wish. So, compared to the old version, the new version was, I'd say, it was a little bit better because it made a little bit more sense than the original, but it was still pretty bad. So, let's go say goodbye to Disneyland for now, and into California Adventure, which doesn't feel very California anymore nowadays.
I want his ultra-capable stuff, like me.
Indeed. I apologize for not meeting you in person, but I'm sure I will see you very soon.
Down to the left and all the way through.
rocket animatronic this time.
Now show me those hands, people! You got clearance, let's roll!
Alright, so we just went on Guardians of the Galaxy mission Breakout, which is a really fun ride, I will say, along with the Enchanted coaster, as you can see over there with the huge coaster in the background, which is also quite a fun one as well. So because we have nothing much else to do here, let's go ahead and return to Disneyland. Alright, so we just went on the Haunted Mansion and Pirates of the Caribbean. Both were decent rides. So, let me just say, there's going to be no more POVs from this point on. So let's just go ahead and ride our last few rides of the night. Just kidding. We have one ride to cover for the night.
They love it because they got us all up.
Happy birthday, Boo!
So as you can see, we are back at Galaxy's Edge ready to do the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. So...
Who's excited?
All available text.
So,
We have a Corellian freighter that
as you
needs
can see,
immediate transport back
we
to
screwed up the
Disneyland.
Millennium Falcon.
This thing is practically scrap metal.
Quite poggers. Alright, so we just went on the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. And so, let's go ahead and get on our last ride for today, which is... Well, look, there are stormtroopers here. Better watch out. Alright, anyway. Yes. We have arrived at Fantasyland once again to ride our final ride, which is... We'll be going to London to ride Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. But don't worry, Peter Pan. I'll probably try to do you next time. Speaking of Peter Pan, by the way, we are able to squeeze in one last ride on Peter Pan's flight. Yes, that one ride that seemingly always gets obnoxious lines. Yes, I call the wait times obnoxious for this ride. So yeah, Peter Pan, you and your friends got pretty lucky today.
There it is, Wendy. Second start on the right, straight out the wall.
And with that, day 1 out of 2 is complete here at Disneyland. So, one last goodbye to Disneyland, for now at least.
Fastest line of the day.
And one last goodbye to the Disneyland Resort, for now at least. And now back to the hotel to get some shut-eye. So, night-night.
And there you have it. This was how we spent day 1 here at Disneyland. And even though that there are still a few rides that we have to do, we still have one more day to recover over there. So, let's go ahead and stay tuned for that. Until then, thank you for watching, and goodbye.